internet of value at Ripple, we're thinking much bigger than just cross-border payments. It's kind of like Amazon with rare books in the early days, just this market happens to be a $10 trillion market.
We are at a historic turning point.
Said in the past that you are doing for money what email did for communication.
Moving the whole revolution forward.
Take on it.
There's trillions of dollars parked around the world. XRP.
Is there a possibility that Ripple could take over Swift one day?
Well,
welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of 24 Hours of Crypto. Let's get right into today's video. This episode is going to be remembered by you for the rest of your life, okay? The information that we're going to bring to surface is not only monumental, it's groundbreaking, it's history. And I recorded this earlier today. I woke up with a weird voice, so I'm going to change up the intro a little bit here. But what you're about to hear, this is just crazy. I'm not going to waste time. I'm going to get right into it. And after you guys hear this, please don't miss a second of this. We're going to get into the Salute coin. And I'm going to break something down into a perspective that you've never heard before. And this is why the meme ecosystem hasn't done wonders, because of this one reason. And I have some hardcore proof of something that I talked about in yesterday's episode. If you guys watched that meme episode and I talked about how these markets go up and who's behind it, listen, we had a textbook play happen yesterday. And this is going to make you say, wow, I cannot believe how accurate you were. But wait until you see the evidence and wait until what's going to happen with Salute. So take a listen to this. A Ripple partner just revealed it all. Chris Giancarlo, this is remarkable. You are not going to believe what you're about to witness here. And everything makes perfect sense. They know that these monstrous US banks are about to make some announcements, and they're even telling you that they're doing this implementation and working behind the scenes as we speak. This is history in the making, and only a few of us will benefit off of this. It's a digital dollar project. Chris Giancarlo is the leader in here, and they are looking and reviewing the future role of the US dollar. And Ripple has been a partner with them since 2022, where they came together, created a sandbox, and now they're looking for infrastructure solutions. And now you're going to listen to Thomas Petra, you're going to listen to Chris Giancarlo, and you are going to completely be shocked. This is remarkable. Think about all the information that we have covered recently, especially having how important liquidity is. And this video right here is going to make perfect sense for you guys. Take a listen to this.
We did was the first in the world. So anyway, long story, when I left the commission, I'm convinced this is the technology of the future. This is the internet doing to banking and finance and money itself what it's already done to social networking and information gathering and entertainment and leisure and retail shopping. It's changing everything, and it's making all of those activities 24/7, 365 disintermediated activities. This is going to change everything we know about finance. And what's going to happen is the large banks, which already are kind of quietly devoting huge resources to this, the large banks, which already are kind of quietly devoting huge resources to this.
We now have two major prospects. I cannot name it, but hopefully you will read it in the press in the near future. They both of them, and I was really surprised, actually it's free.
With a few breakthroughs, all of a sudden the middle tier, the next tier of banks are all going to have to do this, but they're not going to build it themselves. Mm-hmm. They're going to look around and say, what's the industrial grade?
And with that comes sort of big name institutional adoption that I think will be encouraging for others that might have been on the fence.
Solution for this that works, that delivers all the needs we have for privacy built into it, but it's interoperable with all of our peers.
Given Ripple's place in the payments infrastructure, as well as a trusted brand partner,
the payments architecture has the right privacy protections so that people can trust using the system, because trust is really the essential linchpin of any payment system.
And listen to this part, okay?
Daniel Eden, and then Ripple. Listen to how they're talking about the same project. I'm telling you, this is going to be absolutely killer. They're testing it with, small economies, and then once they scale into 200 economies, can you believe where we're going to be at?
It's interesting. I mean, I'll give you an example. We released this week a project called Project Mariana. And in this project, we looked specifically at, we envision a world where CBDCs exist. And we took 3 economies, Singapore, France, and Switzerland, and pooled their CBDCs in a common kind of offshore pool that was an automated market maker. And in that automated market maker, all the currencies could trade against each other. So I bring that example as like a serious departure from the way we think about foreign exchange today.
Conversation on. So first of all, on Project Mariana.
Well, we released this week a project called Project Mariana.
That's a fascinating body of work, and it's something Ripple in parallel is exploring, how we can facilitate cross-border, cross-currency transactions using an automated market maker
and pooled their CBDCs in a common kind of offshore pool that was an automated market maker.
Transactions using an automated market maker. And
we took 3 economies, Singapore, France, and Switzerland.
The ability to connect the diverse economies, the 200 or so countries in the world, and make sure the payment system works for all different profiles of companies.
And pooled their CBDCs in a common kind of offshore pool that was an automated market maker.
And one of the things I think Claudine commented on earlier was the idea of pools of liquidity. And I think that's one of the often overlooked elements of this, is having that liquidity in place is really critical to making sure those models function.
If you think about the number of different currencies and how much liquidity needs to be available to make those transactions, it becomes less and less efficient because there simply often isn't enough liquidity there today. But there may be more liquidity if we pool all of our liquidity into one type of currency. Now, there's a historical context of how that generally comes to be, how that currency comes to be. But once you pool all that liquidity, you can create more efficient pricing structures.
And I think that's one of the often overlooked elements of this, is having that liquidity in place is really critical to making sure those models function.
And I remember that Thomas Petra video, because I had another video that was at very low quality and people were saying it's AI, or I was messing with what he was saying. But I mean, there is the clear video. They're telling you 3 monstrous banks, and it makes perfect sense why they're even saying, as one comes on, everybody will start rolling in.
And with that comes sort of big name institutional adoption that I think will be encouraging for others that might have been on the fence.
That is absolutely massive. They will all trickle in. And now let's talk about Salute for a moment. Okay, if you guys came this far into the video, let me know what you guys think with that little video montage. It's just incredible. You see how they're all speaking the same language, right? So yesterday I tweeted this out, and I urge you do not want to miss a second of this, okay? I said a real community-driven project should see the least volatility. Believe in something and come together. Remember what we talked about, belief. And when we go to the SLT chart, okay, and when we go to even the tokens on First Ledger, remember what I said. The whole ecosystem as a whole is like $200 million, okay, $200 million. And Solana is $20 billion. Don't miss out on ground zero for XRP meme tokens. I know the onboarding is an issue. It's a little difficult for everybody, but I'll put a how-to tutorial at the end of this. But you gotta dabble in this because we're at ground zero. And that's why we created Salute, and it's gonna be the most community-based driven token on the XRP ledger, and I'm gonna prove that to you in today's episode. So please do not miss a second of this and just understand what I'm trying to tell you here, okay? So as the price of XRP goes up, we're going to have different milestones tied to SLT, right? When XRP hits $10, can you just imagine the psychological effect on it, first of all? Okay. We're going to do a push-up challenge with a leaderboard where we're going to give away SLT. There is a link in the description down below for the milestone that's tied to the XRP's journey. I encourage you to go ahead and read it before you make any decisions in joining the Salute community, okay? And it's only going to go up in terms of if we do this right. And let me please explain. The whole psychological effect that's tied to XRP's growth, right? Salute thrives on the psychology of belief and the progress, okay? Remember what I said yesterday. It has the momentum builds value behind it. As the price of XRP climbs, Salute becomes a living symbol of optimism, scarcity, and potential. Okay, it's not just a token, it's a movement fueled by belief, milestones, and an unstoppable momentum when this whole ecosystem, sees the unimaginable. And when we go into the distribution of the token, I know everyone's like, oh, the dev is holding so much. But again, that's to create any kind of rug pull within whales that try to come into this ecosystem and mess it up. This is going to be completely community driven, and everything is documented on the blockchain. And every time something comes out of the dev wallet, we are documenting everything. And when we reach, a milestone, for example, for Salute, I believe around $20, no, it's at $10, we're going to be doing like a charitable foundation, right? We're going to be giving away to mental health awareness and education and resilience funds. Like, we're going to give this away, okay? Like, the roadmap here, we're thinking a year, 2 years, 3 years from now, what happens as we grow this ecosystem, and it is purely based off of just community holders believing in the journey for XRP and how it's going to go to $10, $20, $30. And each time we reach those levels, a new, milestone gets unlocked. And listen very carefully here. Remember what I said yesterday about individuals coming in, a group of them, and pre-planning pumps. And listen, Phoenix is doing a great job. I'm going to use this as a case study so you guys understand. When we go to Dex Screen and we filter out transactions by $10,000, okay, you come here and you see that today they have been accumulating in large chunks, right? So for example, if we hadn't click on this wallet right here, they bought 10,000 7 hours ago, right? Over here, they bought 16,000 right here, okay? And as we go down here, so let's check this wallet, for example, right? They bought the 15,000 3 days ago, they sold, now they will buy back. Okay, eventually these guys will buy back, and then as you're gonna keep on propping the market here. Okay, let's do over here. What's going on with this wallet? They've just been buying right here, 10,000, 10,000, 10,000, right? It doesn't matter. When you have a group of guys doing this, and then you have your other group of individuals coming in with more cash after they take the profits, it's rinse and repeat. But in this meantime, on X, they go crazy, right? Look, 20,000, 20,000, 20,000. Do you think this is just an average individual buying Phoenix coin? Absolutely not, okay? This is not just some average individual putting 10,000 XRP in a span of, 24 hours. Understand this. This is what I'm talking about, right? And then as it goes up, their buddies will come back and recover. And once they put in their money, they're going to push the narrative again in terms of marketing. And then that's where new money comes in again, because it's going to start pumping again. People are going to think that it's retracing, okay? And it's having a correction. Listen, I hope every coin does well. And the thing is, this is with every coin in terms of Solana, XRP Ledger. They all have this, scheme when they do stuff like this, right? It's very, very important for you to understand. Okay, even take a look at this. Oh, wow. Like, this is just remarkable. This is exactly what I'm talking about, right? They walked away with $9,000. These are same people, 5,000. It's the same people doing this with different wallets. Okay, please understand this. This is for education purposes. This is a case study. Okay, I checked out what Phoenix has been doing in terms of advertising and stuff. They're doing a great job. Okay, but understand what's going on behind it, what's really happening. And you guys heard, having trust in the system. We need trust in this XRP community, and we need to set an example that we don't have any of this nonsense going around. Remember what I said? They buy, they sell, and then they buy back again, and the market goes up and they recover, and then they're going to go back. So don't be surprised even if this hits like $80 million in market cap, right? But like, again, a perfect example. This is done real time. I'm doing this real time so you guys understand. And look, we have this unknown wallet that's just selling, but like, this is textbook play. Okay, textbook play. Look, another one. Boom. Another one. Textbook play. And guess what? Over here, they didn't even sell all of it, right? So they held on to 60 million. They got their initial out, and then they put that back in again. So they're still riding in profit, but again, they're propping up the market, right? You see do you see this? Please let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, but the truth has to be exposed behind these meme tokens. And that's why I try to tell you guys that we could have done that with Salute, right? If you guys want to join a community that is going to be transparent and that is not going to see market dumps like this by insiders, you've come to the right place in terms of this Salute token. Like, this is just community driven. Okay, the holders are all you guys. So if somebody wants to come in here with $10,000, I'm using this as an example, and dumps it in here and then cashes out in a little bit, like, there could be market makers involved here, right? But please understand that this is just community. There's nobody propping up the market. This is all you guys. This is legitimately all you guys. You guys are the market makers. You guys are the pioneers in Salute right now, and you guys are creating that foundation. So we all need to trust in each other, right? And believe in each other, believe in the vision that we're trying to create for Salute, and that is belief of the value of XRP going to $100 over time while we're still maintaining our health, because we want to enjoy our wealth, okay? So we're only at ground zero. We're going to do our push-up challenges. We're going to do the SLT giveaway as you're doing your push-ups. Like, you don't need to do 100 push-ups every day, you could do, if you can't, you can 20, you're still going to get rewards, right? There is just so much down the road that we're planning, right? We got the best guys working on this from Germany, and I'm very excited, even for our first little video that we're going to release. That is going to be, it's been in the works. These take very long time, so please trust the process, trust the community that we are in. Okay, at the end of the day, remember what I told you guys, even when I started this channel, it all comes down to trust. And I said that Ripple has been building a network of trust over the past 12 years, and look how far they have come as a community. So this is the same way that we look at the SLT community. And please, take this with you and then let it marinate. We are creating the foundation for SLT right now as a community as a whole. And once the retail herd picks up, okay, once they onboard to the XRP ledger and XRP memes, okay, this is just us. Remember, we're doing this in a bear market when XRP has been trading sideways forever. What do you think is going to happen when the value of XRP goes to $3, $4, $5, $6, $7, $8, $9, $10? And we all know that is going to happen within 365 days on a conservative scale, okay? On a conservative scale. What do you think is going to happen psychologically to the whole XRP ecosystem, right? Every category within the XRP ecosystem is going to be talked about. You don't think when XRP is mooning that these venture capitalists, these VCs, aren't going to look into the meme category on the XRP ledger, right? So our goal as a community is to come together, and we need to understand the vision. The vision is on the website, okay? I created this. You'll read it and you'll know that I created this, because even when we go to do our charitable initiatives, we did mental health for a reason. This is supporting organizations dedicated to mental wellness for those who laughed at XRP but now need therapy as they watch it hit $100, right? And, that's the vibe over here. We don't deal with stupidity. Education and resilient funds, right? Helping individuals impacted by the stress of ignoring game-changing technologies like blockchain and XRP, right? Because nobody deserves to lose their mind over doubting what's really going to happen, right? So check out the website. The link is in the description down below for First Ledger. We're only getting started. And as I was saying, what do you don't think the VCs are going to come in here and they're going to dabble at these meme coins? And our goal is to remain number 5 in terms of top 5. Okay, right now we are ranked 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're top 10 right now, which is amazing. Okay, but understand, we are the holders. The holders, if you guys want to rug each other in terms of if somebody comes in here with $5,000, right, they're going to make the market move. And if they dump when the market goes up by, they take out $10,000, yes, we can't really take it. We can't really call it a rug. Obviously, you guys are taking your profits, but understand the long-term vision and understand the power of holding and the power of creating a foundational community based around a meme token. At the end of the day, people want to always ask, what is the utility behind a meme token? There is not much utility besides a cult. Utility will be integrated in terms of utilizing SLT on travel websites like Travala. That is my number one priority to get to, and that milestone is being looked at around $20, but should go into effect at $30, or it could happen a lot sooner, okay? Where they could take SLT to book flights and hotels, car rentals through the website Travala. You guys could go ahead and check it out yourselves. But this is going to be the last time. I know I said this in yesterday's episode, but I had to cover this in today's episode, just given what is happening with Phoenix and what I told you guys in yesterday's episode. If you missed yesterday's episode, I will leave the link in the description down below, or just go ahead and watch yesterday's episode. Please just try to understand this. This is all from good faith. This is just me trying to educate you in terms of how these guys operate. Okay? This SLT token, this is all you guys. Congratulations in terms of this is all you guys that are doing this, right? Some of you guys are taking some, $10, $30 profit and you guys are coming back in. But this is you, the people that are controlling this chart. Okay? Please understand the importance of that. Some individuals got in early, right? They might sell, but at the end of the day, when they sell, the FOMO is going to kick in. I've already seen people that sold and they bought back in at a higher price with a lesser quantity, right? So like I said, when this whole ecosystem picks up, okay, if we remain top 5, we remain strong as a community, and we're going to be producing work on Twitter, right? We're going to be growing this ecosystem. We haven't even done any marketing. We have done zero marketing to any sort of level, okay? This is just, we're doing this as the 24 Hours Crypto ecosystem, and we're going through just Twitter, retweeting, and you guys have to be loud on Twitter, okay? We got to get the word out, get the meme out, and there's really nothing that could stop us because we are a community and we're not doing any of this shady BS stuff about having insiders pump up the market by a group of 10 people, you know what I mean? And we're not doing that, right? We are not doing that. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I do appreciate every single one of you guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, especially with the earlier in the video, and let me know what you guys think with SLT, but we are just getting started. We are just getting started, and let this marinate. A real community-driven project should see the least volatility. Okay, unless something happens to the project and everybody just dumps for God knows what reason, right? But we are at ground zero. Think long term. Okay, just think long term. Okay, if you don't want to think years, think months. Don't think in days. When you think in days, there's no belief there, right? There is no belief. Let it marinate. We're in here. When the retail comes in, they're going to do the work for us. And what do I mean by that? They're going to be buying the top 5, top 10 meme coins without even doing any due diligence because they're just ranked as that high. What happens when you come on to crypto as a new investor? What's the first thing you get told, right? They say, well, I would just diversify amongst the top five coins or the top 10 coins, right? That's what you hear everybody say. Take a look at the top 10 coins. Take a look at the top 10 coins. The same thing is going to happen with the XRP Ledger memes, okay? This is your opportunity. Get in early before this whole ecosystem hits even $1 billion. We're at $200 million. There is so much. We're not even at 200 million. I think we're less than that. There is so much market share, and the only way we get a piece of that market share is if we come together, trust each other, and do this together. That's all it is, okay? So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I do appreciate every single one of you guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, and we'll be back with another video.
Part of what he realized was the value of slow compounding. So here's my little theory about company value creation. The faster you build it, that is the half-life. It will get destroyed in the same amount of time. And so when you think about a lot of like social businesses, that's played out. And when you see sort of like the top, so like, you know, does it take 8, 9, 10 years to build a really great consumer business? It'll take 8, 9, 10, 12 years to destroy it. And we may see the tipping point on a couple of these businesses. Right now, we may be seeing it in front of our eyes, regulatory or otherwise. So why is that an important statement? Amassing capital to me is about finding a smart, useful solution to a very hard, practical problem and being slow and methodical. And again, this is what I'm saying. You have to rewire your brain for that to be okay. How do you, in year 2 or year 5, come back to this room and say, I'm still working on the same thing? And when somebody says, and how's it going? You have the courage to say, it's hard. I haven't figured it out yet. I don't know. But if you figure it out and you have this moderate growth, moderate compounding, that is the key. That is like, that's gold.
Building RippleNet with the thesis that crypto liquidity would eventually be able to support robust global payments, large payments. RippleNet was designed so that customers seeing the benefits of our fiat-based network could flip the switch to ODL once the market was mature enough. And this is exactly what's happening. Flip the switch. I think what we're building has, it's solving a real problem. And I think all of the tokens, my advice to anybody would be, understand the utility. If there's real utility and there's real value being delivered to a real customer, there will be value in the token.